So it looks like Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be a critical success. It's scoring in the high 80s on Metacritic, which is pretty damn good, I must admit. A lot of people probably figured I was going to do this video talking about the review scores and the biased media. And while I do think that the media bias does exist, obviously, I mean, I did yesterday's video about the Kotaku guy who basically said because of Horizon Zero Dawn, Microsoft should just pack it in and become some kind of PC living room machine. You know, I mean, it just boggles my mind still just thinking about that bullshit. But at the end of the day, the consensus is, at least according to the reviewers, is that Horizon Zero Dawn is a good game. I'm looking forward to playing it. I think that it looks good. It piqued my interest when I first saw it at E3 a couple of years ago. So I'm definitely excited to jump into that game and see what it's all about. With that being said, obviously, the idea of media bias is a real one, and even though I'm using this video kind of as a joke, playing on some of your guys' thought that I was going to do a video about, oh, it must be media bias. Look, there's a clear consensus that the game is good. There's a few that are like not sure about the game. Obviously, I was looking to see if the game had a good enough story. It looks like this game borrowed a lot from other games like Tomb Raider and things like that, so hopefully it's good. I mean, it looks like it's good. I'm excited about it. It'll be the first PS4 AAA mainstream exclusive I've bought since Uncharted 4, so that's like a year in between exclusives, because before Uncharted 4, it was a year prior with The Order 1886. I mean, it kind of sucks having to wait a year in between like these mainstream releases, but I digress. Horizon Zero Dawn does look good. It seems like there's a lot of Xbox fans maybe losing their shit a bit. It seems like there's some jealousy going on with that. It's the same stuff that happened when PSX happened, you know. You get Xbox fans and they're going, oh man, Microsoft, stop 343 from making Halo right now. Stop Gears being made from the Coalition. Get Turn 10 off Forza. We need new IP, stat. And then I look over and I see, well, we had Rise, we had Ori and the Blind Forest, we had Recore, we've had Quantum Break. We're getting Sea of Thieves. It seems to me like we've had a good amount. You know, we've had Sunset Overdrive. We've had some really good ones, but the Xbox fans didn't buy them. So what incentive is there for Microsoft to, you know, to cancel these billion-dollar franchises? And as we all know, these are all billion-dollar franchises. Forza, Halo, Gears all make over $1 billion. And so what's the incentive for Microsoft to stop making those proven sellers that people buy Xbox for, to go make something unproven when their last unproven IPs went unbought? Exactly. And I've also seen this argument. Hey, Microsoft, why don't you split the Coalition off and have half of them do a different game? Or why don't you split 343 off and do half of them do another game? Why? Wouldn't it be easier just to create a couple of new studios instead of splitting your studios and diminishing that workforce? I mean, it's like sometimes people don't really think. They just get blinded by this, I guess, kind of jealousy or whatever. I think it's perfectly fine for PlayStation to have great games, and I'm hoping Horizon Zero Dawn is great. Just some of the Xbox fans are just like way out on the limb with the Chicken Little nonsense. You know, Microsoft doesn't have to do everything exactly like Sony. It's bad enough that you have all the media outlets backing Sony. You have all the big like gaming sites, the NeoGAFs, the N4Gs backing Sony. When the Xbox dudes start trashing Xbox over a game release that's getting good reviews, man, I mean, at that point you just kind of shake your head and it just bums you out, you know what I mean? Like, who cares if they get a good game, right? Most people own multiple consoles to begin with. I know I do. You know, I can suffer through playing a great game on a console that I'm not really fond of. You know, don't be jealous of the game. Enjoy the games you have. We're having a very variety-filled year this year on Xbox. No mainstream Gears, no mainstream Halo. It's what everybody's hoping for. So if that flops, then you know, hey, guess what? You need those big games. You know, there's a reason why Sony goes back to Gran Turismo. There's a reason why Sony's going back to God of War. There's a reason why we're getting more Uncharted in the terms of a standalone game. There's a reason that they've done 12 Ratchet and Clank games. You know? And at the end of the day, some people might say, hey, it's damage control, crap salty. I'm not. I am looking forward to the game. I have it pre-ordered. I very much am looking forward to playing the PS4 again, you know, dust that baby off and see what it has to offer, man. I'm hoping it's good. But some of you guys need to chill out with that, like, negativity and stuff. And some of you other guys, man, like, realize that even though this is a joke about the media bias, that does exist in a form, and you can see the Kotaku guy leading the charge, and there's other evidence as well. So wise up. Let me know what you guys think about this. Rate, comment, subscribe. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.